Coming up next, the Cavaliers taking on the Celtics. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And now, a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Price. Horford is out there with Drexler. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Turner in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Cleveland, J.J. Redick is out there with Wall. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Rodman. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Cousins. That one misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Drexler outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, you know, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. And here are the Cavaliers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Wall passes to Redick. Cleveland moving the ball around. Cousins against Turner with the fadeaway. No good from Cousins.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Shooting 2. The first one falls. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
I remember when Cousins came into the NBA, I had a chance to watch him at his very first summer league game, and I thought he'd be a problem then. Well, he's still a problem now. I mean, he can do so many things out there.
Now, here's Price. Lays it up off the glass.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Cousins. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. Fades back, and he gets it to go.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Cousins.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Smith. Left side, Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
And that one's good. Price. Price has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here is Smith. Here's Tatum. Eaton grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and of course, went on to win it.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
Price, the pass to Eaton. Over Tatum. Eaton misses. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Giannis against Smith. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. And stolen by Price. And here's the fast break. Price leading the way. And the shot goes down. Price has got 6. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Now here is Smith. Right side Tatum. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And it's Camby in for Jason Tatum. And then for Boston, Bogdanovich comes in for Clyde Drexler. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Antetokounmpo. .115 left to play here in the first. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Redick inside the line. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Celtics leading by 5. And here is Van Vliet. Here's Price. Here's Eaton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Redick. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Smith with a wide open look. Hangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
For Boston, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich up top. Can be covering. Price against Smith. And the rejection by Zubac. Shoots it. The shot by Redick, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say it with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say it with an NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Bogdanovich out there with Horford. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. Then there's Price. And it's Eaton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
And here is Van Vliet following the three-pointer by John Wall. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Price the pass to Eaton. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Eaton's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Right side, Wall. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Boston called for the foul.
The love and passion. Wall is a game changer, a competitor through and through.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. We combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
Tough
all of
to
those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin. On top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Shots good by Turner.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside, Wall. Smith outside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's 7 points for J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Different look now for Cleveland. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Tatum comes in for Rodman. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for J.R. Smith. Clyde Drexler's checked in for Boston. Antetokounmpo comes in for Price. Boston, no good that time either. And it's Wall with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
Now here's Cousins. Wall finds Cousins. Over Giannis. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Cousins mixing up a little bit now with the mid-range scoring chance.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Van Vliet passes to Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
No good on the free throw.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Cousins, the shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, there's a lot of moves that Cousins can go with on the inside. If he doesn't back you down, he's got a fadeaway and a step back. Tough to guard on the interior.
And the foul called on Marcus Camby. That's his first foul. Cavaliers on D. On the wing, Drexler, guarded by Tatum. Giannis, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
The pass to Cousins. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Giannis. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Celtics trail by 3. Drexler outside. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Cousins. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. And he lays it straight in. He's got 10.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
And here's Wall outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The Cavaliers trailing. We've got Wall. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Rodman. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Redick in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Cousins. And at last, they get one to fall.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Price looking it over. Over Redick. Big D that time from Redick. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Rebound Boston.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's Drexler. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Wall. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. With a shot block by Giannis.
Here's Turner, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on J.J. Redick. The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Turner.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Both free throws good from Turner. A tight game here in Cleveland. Now Wall. 7 points in the game. Outside, Redick. Back to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Latrey. The shot, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wall looking for an opening. Pass to Redick. From past the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Celtics leading by 3. Giannis inside. Covered by Redick. Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Rodman's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wall with it. Picked up by Turner. Wall, no luck.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
And finished off by Drexler.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Hits the three-point bomb.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip.
Now here's Price. He has 6, and Turner stays with it. And the Celtics lead by 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Ball passes to Tatum. Knocked away. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Drexler gets the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
For the Cavaliers, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Camby comes in for Tatum. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Smith. He's got 7. Dishes at the wall. Back to Smith. The pass to Rodman. Shot clock at 6. Zubac with it. And here's Ball outside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Rodman passes to Camp. Smith with it. Pass to Zubac. Outside, Wall. Over Giannis. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Cavaliers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Cavaliers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 10.
Taking a look at some numbers for Redick, how he performed last season. He averaged 18 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up and he's really delivered.
And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Both free throws good for Giannis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Antetokounmpo against Wall. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Wall against Antetokounmpo. Second chance effort. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Zubac.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Van Vliet passes to Eaton. Antetokounmpo against Wall. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Rodman. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his third assist on the night.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics out in front. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics, Horford is out there with Bogdanovic. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Eaton in at the center.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And it's Wall with the ball for Cleveland inside. And slam dunk by Canby.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Shoots a fader, misses off the left iron.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Wall against Antetokounmpo to tie it up. Wall, no luck.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Bogdanovic passes to Giannis. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Cavaliers trailing. Rodman passes to Redick. Tipped away. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Redick. Pass to Giannis. Wall with a block. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Tatum comes in for Marcus Camby. Boston making a switch here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
Here's Drexler on target from 13 feet. Drexler's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Cousins inside. He's against Turner, and Cousins kicks the wall. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Van Vliet. And no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. That one goes in. Drexler's got 4 this quarter.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. The free throw drops for Drexler. Both free throws good from Drexler. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Ball passes to Cousins. Will it go? And it's sent back by Turner. Now here's Van Vliet. Guarded closer.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Back to Cousins. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
And how about Cousins stepping up? A little leadership role here down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 4. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Giannis, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Drexler. Over Tatum. Boston again missing.